Yesterday we celebrated vision. Today we focus on momentum. Momentum that carries ambition forward. Momentum that converts aspiration into actions. On the onset, with deep sense of gratitude and respect, I welcome our chairman, founder chairman and our vice chairperson, ma'am, in their absence, but they were behind the scene working for us for this event to happen. I now have 23 years of experience in HR fraternity, and I have handled multiple roles in HR. And then get into a job, right? I think most of you, Dr. Mahalakshmi was saying, most of you here aspire to get into a job and do something not only for you, for your family, and then for the society, right? So it's very important in this day and age where AI is highly prevalent, the competition is huge. So my daughter is in 10th grade and I teach 3 things for her. Please see if that is relevant for all of you. So today, I know all of you use AI. Yes? Yes? And the most common thing that we all use is ChatGPT, right? So, how, actually as an anxious parent, right? So it is, for me, I use AI to brainstorm, to draft, to put project plans. Yes, in my role, it's actually helpful. But just imagine a 15-year-old using AI, somebody like you using AI. I was so worried how the thinking capacity will be. So only one shift I requested my daughter and son to do is, for example, this is an example. This is also something that I learned from one of the influencers in Instagram. If you want to know about Buddha, for example, what you will do? You just go to ChatGPT and then say, hey, tell me about Buddha, right? So one shift you all can practice is, hey ChatGPT, tell me how do I think about Buddha, right? If you could do that shift, it will actually help you think better. Because there is no way we all can escape from ChatGPT or AI or any drama, anything for that matter.
or gather all this information and keep with you, give to gain. Even it can be your small baby sister at home, your brother, your mom, right? Anybody for that matter, because learning never stops. Not only at our end, even at our mother's end. For example, you may not like the same idli being given to you daily, every day, right? So your mother has to learn to make something interesting so that you will be happy at the end of the day, right? So embrace learning, give to gain, and share your perspective no matter what kind of stage it is. Your perspective is very important. Don't be shy to kind of tell one of your thoughts in a big classroom. Start from there. I think all of us started like that. We were not like born public speakers. We did not, even the moment my name was addressed from there where I walked up to the stage, I definitely was anxious. I'm not saying that I was perfectly fine. I was anxious because I think I'm even more anxious than talking to my employees because you all are young minds, you have great perspective. So I'm anxious. So start small. Start from your classroom. If you are so shy, introverted to talk in your classroom, please go to your teacher and talk. Talk among your friends, right? Because today, knowledge might be something that you can acquire through AI, you can write your test using AI, you can gain marks, but how you present yourself and how you present your perspective matters a lot, right? That's very, very, very important. So I only have 3 things for all of you to take it back. Share your perspective, embrace learning, and be resilient, right? These are 3 things. I think this will help you focus, face any challenges better, and be the best version of yourself. You don't have to compete with anybody. You don't have to become an Aruna, you don't have to become a Sangeeta, you don't have to become a Gayatri. You can be the best version of yourself. And try to be grateful for even the smallest of things. Today it's not easy. The number of calls that any of us got from your faculties to get our time to plan this schedule was not easy for them. I'm telling you, today some of you here might be bored, you might think, oh, what is she talking? But it is not an easy effort, right? Try to be grateful for that. The moment you step out of college, there wouldn't be anybody for you to introduce any of such speakers, right? So grab that opportunity. Only 3 things: give to gain, embrace learning, and be resilient, right? So I don't want to take a lot of time talking. I wanted this to be interactive. And then the last 5 minutes, I'll open for Q&A. Anybody have any questions in terms of the journey that I had, or how to get yourself ready for corporate? There is going to be a panel discussion, but I quickly wanted to see if there are any questions that I can personally answer. I hear this is a very interactive bunch. Please do not disappoint me. There's so much pressure now. Oh my God.
Now we open the floor for an interaction session. Dear students, this is your opportunity to ask questions, clarify doubts, and gain insights directly from our esteemed HR.
Hello ma'am, this is Smriti from second year EC. Yes ma'am. Ma'am, actually, so from your perspective, being a women engineering student, what skills should we build that we can stand in the next 10 years for like in a technical world?
Great. Smriti, for asking the first question, right? So in terms of technology, I'm not going to recommend you say machine learning, AI, learn this, right? Please be strong in whatever language you learn. It can be Java, it can be very small thing. Like Python today might be outdated, but learn a language very strong. Be strong in your basics and concepts. Because when we go to campus interview, people say, okay, I have done this many certifications in AI, ML, and all of it, but when we go to them for basics, they are struggling with concepts, right? So as an engineering student, if you are aspiring to be a technically great architect, stay strong in your basic concepts and keep learning. Today I see all the engineers, they learn, they continue to learn, and their only request is to come back and learn. I think there is no stopping. For all of us, even in HR, I have to learn every day. But for you to be updated in the trend, today I don't know if you know, there is a AI called Coder, which can give 80% of real code. You only have to give 20% prompt. So if you have to be 10x like in AI, you need to know your basics strong, so that you can find what error the coder is making, so you will be able to rectify it. So please do not get fascinated with all the AI that is happening around. Put your basics strong, learn your basics very strongly, so you will even be able to find the mistakes that AI makes.
Ma'am, if you are recruiting any candidate in your company, ma'am, so will you prefer any number of projects or skills, ma'am?
Train for skills, hire for attitude. That's our mantra. Skills, I think, I'm sure you will learn over a period of time, right? But the right attitude, having that mindset is what matters the most. And this has been the mantra for PEDA and AppUX always. Hire for attitude, train for skills. Skills can easily be, we can do 3 months training and you will be an expert in anything. That confidence we have, but you have to come with the right mindset. You have to be open to that learning mindset. If it is there, then you are in.
Ma'am, does communication matter all over in interviews?
Communication definitely matters, but not fancy communication. If you are able to clearly communicate what you think in your mind is more than enough. Gone are days where accent matters, because yes, you have to deal with a lot of clients, customers, but you have to have your basic communication strong. You can make mistakes, your accent can be wrong, but your thoughts, what you are thinking in your mind should come out clearly. That's what is important. Thank you.
Oh, ma'am.
All technical skills are currently in high course.
Technical skills. Like I said, Python is still very, very new in the market. MongoDB and machine learning, AI, Kubernetes, quantum computing is actually very, very, see, it's very easy to say quantum computing, but even we are trying to implement quantum computing in our product, it is not easy. Kubernetes and quantum is something that's actually trending in the market, and cybersecurity, of course, you would have heard. So we operate, AppUX operates from a space of NetOps, SecOps, and cybersecurity. So the skill set that I said, the languages that I mentioned, with Kubernetes, with network domain background, and then quantum computing is the key in the market, and you will be picked if you have all of the skill set.
Hi ma'am, I'm Kanyaka from AML. So how can students build confidence before the interviews?
See, only one thing that I will say is practice. Practice, because today there are a lot of information around you. Let it be YouTube, let it be ChatGPT. You go give the right prompt in ChatGPT, it will give you 10 things, right? Practice, 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 practice. In this world, we forget, like even for me, you think whatever I spoke for that 5 minutes, I actually wrote down. I did not go to ChatGPT for prompt. Of course, I took help there. I have handwritten notes where, while I wrote, I know what I'm going to speak. Practice, practice, practice. Don't worry about making mistakes. that is one thing that I have seen in interview. People are so nervous. The moment they say, I don't know, they think, okay, I will not be qualified for the interview. No. There are people who will say, sorry, I don't know, but I can always check and come back and tell you that, right? So for you to be confident, practice, practice, practice. That's why you have so many friends. That's why you have your teachers. Ask them to do mock interviews. Okay, at home you can do mock interviews. All of us learned like that. We spoke in front of mirror. I have done that. Even today I do that. So we have our company kickoff event coming next week. So I'm going to do a 20-minute session there. And I have been practicing for the last 2 weeks. So it is not going to come. There are people who are gifted with that. Naturally they can get on the stage and then they can talk, but I am not that one. I need to practice, I need to know what I'm talking. So similarly, if you practice, it will be easy.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
What mistakes should student avoid while preparing for placements?
First thing is being anxious. Today I see a lot, even my daughter for that matter, she's in grade 10. She's so anxious even if she goes for her, they have a oral test. She's very anxious. I could see her hands sweating and then she'll be like, the entire night she'll not sleep, she'll not eat properly in the morning, right? So first thing is, please stop being anxious. I don't know if that is a gift this generation has got with all the other great qualities you all have. Stop being anxious, right? Give your 100%, whatever it is. Maybe you may not be there 100%, even if you are 60%, give your 60%, right? And one mistake that I would say you should avoid is pretending to know more than what you actually know, right? That sometimes may not take us where we actually want to, right? You can easily say, no, I don't know, sorry, this is something that I do not know, I can always check and come back. But pretending to know something that you do not know might not help you win that particular interview or win that particular panel.
My question is, how would the organization help the upcoming emerging economies?
How organization we are helping. So today learning and development is inevitable, like I said, right? So we do have a clear-cut budget allocated for learning and development. We use all kinds of platforms, right from Udemy to having our own university to host a lot of content, and then we encourage people to do a lot of certification. So learning doesn't stop the moment you get a job. Even after you coming in, there are a lot of avenues for you to attend conferences, workshops, and keep learning, doing certifications. These are some of the aspects that the organization helps employees thrive in their learning and development journey. Actually, what we can do is, I know there are a lot of questions. Ma'am, if it is okay, we can get out to the panel so everybody will get to answer. I'm sure they all have great perspective. Is it okay? Yes. Okay. You all in the panel, we will all answer your questions. Thank you. Thank you for being a lovely audience. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring keynote address.
Up next, we have an exciting panel discussion featuring our respected HRs. Panel discussion allows us to explore perspectives, industry expectations, challenges and opportunities in more dynamic way. To moderate this session, we have a talented and confident student who guide this session. It's my pleasure to introduce our moderator for today's panel discussion, Roshni Kritik from 3rd year CSE, to come forward and take the charge of panel discussion.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to today's panel discussion on global engineering landscape and workforce readiness. We are living in an era where technology is not confined to geography. Technologies is evolving rapidly and workplace expectations are continuously transforming. For students and aspiring professionals here today, understanding the evolving of global landscape is not just important but essential. What question, we have an amazing panel of HR leaders, professionals who work at the forefront of global requirement, talent strategy, and workforce development. Their insights today will bridge the gap between academic preparation and industry expectation. It's now my privilege to introduce our distinguished panelists. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Sujita Sadasivam, Senior HR Leader at Green Bay, with a strong experience in strategic HR leadership and building high-performance teams. Thank you, ma'am, with us here today. It's an honor to welcome Mr. Sangeeta R. Critters, Coimbatore, an expert who beautifully bridges academic insights with industry readiness and professional growth. We're excited to have you here with us, ma'am. It's an honor to welcome Ms. Gayatri R. Krishnan, HR professional from Hexaweb Coimbatore, specializing in talent strategy and organizational development. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us here today. Next, we have Ms. Sapna Soni, HR specialist at Brazil Limited, bringing extensive experience in recruitment and people management. We're glad you are here with us today, ma'am. Next, we have Ms. Aruna Sandanam, Director, Talent and Cultural at AppUX, known for building strong people-focused workplace cultures. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us here today. And next, we have Ms. Neha Sinha, Talent Acquisition Manager at Edwin, with over 8 years of experience in high-pressure technical recruitment. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us here today. We are truly grateful to have such accomplished leaders with us today. I request the audience to give me a warm round of applause to welcome our panelists today. Thank you everyone for being here. So now let's begin with our first question. So my first question is to Ms. Sujita Sadasivam. With AI and automations being deeply integrated into industries, what technical and non-technical skills should engineering students focus on developing today?
Okay, technical skills I would say, because of this AI, coming into the field, as said, like most of them are not, thinking on how to create the code. You were being like in a thought of, how to learn the prompts. So nowadays when we go for interviews, we see like people are speaking on high-end concepts, but the basics they are not aware of. So you should be knowing the basic concepts, problem solving skills and coding. So when we come for interview, we won't ask you to take online no test and all. We'll be like providing you a paper and we'll ask you to code. If you say you know Java, we'll ask you problem on something and we'll ask you to write in Java code. And if it is something on Python, we'll provide you some problem statement and ask you to code. And at that time, we see like in current interview process, people are saying like I depend on prompts and I get the codes through some AI tool. So that wouldn't work. Basically, being an engineer, you should know how to engineer the software, right? So in case if there is any bug over there, you should be in a position to understand it. In the industry, we empathize on utilizing the AI tools, creating the AI tools, and you should be the person who actually creates the AI agent, not the someone who is like working on with the AI, right? So it's good to use AI. When there is a problem, you should be in a position to understand where the problem lies. That skill develops only by if you are being a technically really strong person. Maybe in future there will be some kind of course like prompt engineering. We won't want to go into that as of now. But computer science engineering or AI, or data science or ML, all those are like something which is related to where you will be like creating AI agents, not the person, the end person who is using the AI tool. So technically we should be very strong, and not technically I would say like from the layman perspective you have to think about how the AI is being used. So accordingly you can create something, and we from our organization we wouldn't be looking out for much of what to say. If you are technically strong, we'll hire you, being a product company. So that's how it works in our organization.
Thank you, ma'am. And my next question is to Dr. Sangeeta R. Ma'am, hiring practices seems to be evolving rapidly. Do you feel recruitment today is being more skill-based than degree-based? How do you strike a balance between the two?
Good morning all. How are you all today? Are you all here? Do you understand the question? Very relevant for you all. Yes? To answer this question, degree is the foundation, is it not? Yes? Where you learn the knowledge, but skills is the application. Skills, during your college days, you'll get the opportunity. What all opportunity you get to learn the skills? Is it through your internship? Yes? You get to go to the industries during your college days? Do you? Yes? And you have some association where you organize events, where you coordinate like Roshni. Yes? Utilize this opportunity so that before getting into an campus, recruitment to the corporate, you learn these skills. So degree is really needed for basic foundation where you get to learn the skills through the opportunities given. But if you take back, if you don't learn those skills, definitely when you go to the interview, like us retail and manufacturing sectors, definitely we'll see these skills are there, leading skills, organizing skills, coordination, communication, all these things we first take it just in priority. Yes, and the main thing what we see is learning agility. As like rightly I was telling, like always open for learning. Learning is not only in the college, but throughout your life. So that's very important. So definitely degree is also important, and skills which you exhibit during the interviews, that's really, really important. That's how we see it.
Ma'am, I have one more question. What qualifies or experience immediately takes you to shortlist a candidate?
Okay. To answer this, I require two volunteers here. Can two girls come to the stage? We need two volunteers here. Can you just...
I'm Janani. Currently I'm pursuing third year agricultural engineering. I'm from Punjab. Janani.
Hi ma'am, I'm Danyata from third year from the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. I'm here from Coimbatore. Danyata.
So I got to know Janani and Danyata. Is it not? Yes? It was an opportunity given to you all when so many HR are sitting here. Yes? Definitely I'll hire them for their boldness and confidence in coming out to the stage and talking to us. You got the answer? Thank you. So the smartness and
next time. And now the next question is to Ms. Gayatri R. Krishnan. During resume screening and interviews, what are some common mistakes you observe among these students?
Good morning, everyone. This is Gayatri Krishnan from LeadHER Technologies. And before answering your question, how many of you know me here? Can I see your hands tall? Because I have answered this question in your previous session when I have taken the session for you guys, and I think it's for third year, I guess. I have answered this question. I will tell you what is the main thing that we will focus as a HR perspective. Same objective, same key points, same copy paste, which is really not going to work. See, as a HR, when I'm sitting in this end, I'm seeing multiple type of resumes, not only in Kalaignarkarunanidhi Institute but all over in India. I used to travel everywhere in India to do a campus rep. Okay, I can able to see the same format and same type of which maybe your institute may be giving you some format. But nowadays you guys have improved a lot. You guys are going and downloading something in AI. Again, the same prompt you guys are using. Again, that is also a big panic for us. We are not able to find any talent or any difference from one to another. என் சைட்ல இருந்து பார்த்தா எல்லா ரெஸ்யூமேவும் ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்கும். Neha, please don't mind that I'm speaking with them in our language for the betterment. I just wanted to use this minute productively. Thank you. எல்லா ரெஸ்யூமேவும் ஒரே மாதிரி இருந்தா என் சைட்ல இருந்து நான் பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு எப்படி இருக்கும்? How can I choose you? Correct? Your marks will bring you an opportunity to attend the campus drive. Correct? நல்ல மார்க்ஸ், நல்ல CGPA இருந்தால் எங்கே வருவீங்க? Placement வரலாம். What will make you the next step? Your skills. Correct? You have to know, as ma'am told, you have to know how to explain your project or how to explain yourself. Basically, I will say, you know to sell yourself in the market. We are just a buyers. We just come and sit here and we will take some good inputs from you, and we are looking for the good people to place in my organization. Correct? I'm getting paid from my organization to do something what they needed. Am I right? I have to be very prompt for that. நான் இங்கே வந்து உட்காரும்போது எனக்கு ஆப்போசிட்டில் இருக்கிற பர்சன் எலிஜிபிளா என் ஆர்கனைசேஷனுக்குள்ளே வந்து இவங்களால ஒர்க் பண்ண முடியுமா? வாட் இஸ் த கார்ப்பரேட் கல்ச்சர்? ஹேவ் யூ ஹியர்ட் அபவுட் த கார்ப்பரேட் கல்ச்சர்? திஸ் டேர்ம் கல்ச்சர் காலேஜில் இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் யூ கேன் பி அஸ் யுவர் ஓன், பட் வென் யூ ஆர் கம்மிங் டு கார்ப்பரேட் இட்ஸ் கம்ப்ளீட்லி டிஃப்ரெண்ட், ரைட்? You have someone who have already designed something and you are going to incorporate that and you are going to come and fix in that circumstance, and you have to work for someone else. Am I right? So you have to know to sell yourself. The resume is nothing but telling about yourself, whatever you have done, what is your interest. Don't head copy paste from someone else who's நீங்களாவே நினச்சிக்கிறீங்க உங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்டோட ரெஸ்யூமே, திஸ் இஸ் அ பர்ஃபெக்ட் ரெஸ்யூமே, நானும் இதே மாதிரி ரெஸ்யூமே பண்ணலாம். நோ, நத்திங் லைக் தட். எக்ஸாம்ஸ்க்கு ஓகே, ரெஸ்யூமேக்கு அது ஓகே இல்லை. அண்ட் லைக்வைஸ் மேம் டோல்ட் யூ அர்லியர், என்னோட வியூ எப்படின்னா, உங்களுக்கு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி மார்க்ஸால் வரும், உங்களுக்கு உங்களை ஒரு இன்டர்வியூவில் பாஸ் பண்ணுறது உங்கள் ஸ்கில் செட்ஸால் வரும். And after that, to continue the job, you need consistency in your learning. You can join as a trainee, you can promote to the other grades years go, and you can also shift your organization when you are looking for the good opportunity or good hike. I'm talking about the basic things. Please don't stuck in same organization for more years. That will never help you to keep you grow, right? So by the time when you are moving your organization, your resume will also give you more key points. A resume should have a key points, what you are eligible to do, what you have learned, and what you are capable for. So don't go with any other copied format or no ChatGPT.
Okay, I'll just take just 1 minute to give you a best advice. அவங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி எல்லாத்தையுமே ChatGPTல கேட்கறத நிறுத்திடு. Just start thinking on your own. ஒன்றுமே இல்லை, ரொம்ப சிம்பிளாக பேசணும்னா ஒரு வீட்டில் ஒரு சமையலே பண்ணணும்னா we will think right. நம்ம சாப்பிடும் போது ஒரு டேஸ்ட் பிடிச்சிருச்சுன்னா நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம், இதில் என்னெல்லாம் இருக்குன்னு ரியலைஸ் பண்ணுறீங்களா? அதுக்கு ChatGPT யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்களா? சாம்பார் உளுந்துட்டு வைப்பாங்களா? இல்லை இல்லை, எப்படி உங்களுக்கு இது தெரியுது? ஏன் உளுந்து பருப்பில் சாம்பார் வைக்க மாட்டீங்களா? வைக்கலாமே, அது கூட பருப்பு தானே. எப்படிமா தெரியுது? Correct. Experience. And by seeing it, by your tasting, உங்களோட எல்லா எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் தான் will give you a good knowledge. நாங்களாம் ChatGPT பார்த்ததே இல்லை. ஐ ரைட் மேம்? அது நிறைய ஹெல்ப் பண்ணாதன்றது என்னோட ஆஸ்பெக்ஷன். எஸ், it will help you. When you come to a point, it will help you, but not at the earlier stage. Did I answer you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your insights, ma'am. My next question is to Ms. Sapna Soni. Ma'am, with technologies advancing rapidly, do you believe engineering jobs are being replaced or being transformed?
Hi everybody. Well, that's a very good question, and not just engineering. I think everybody is afraid with the change, but I think change is inevitable. Every change has only given us opportunity to grow. Just imagine when the wheel was invented, if people got afraid that, oh, the wheel is invented and now people will lose their job of lifting the weights and laborers will lose the job, I think we would never ever be the world that we are today. So I think as long as you're good at what you do, your job is not going anywhere. And like everybody said, that being agile is something that is going to help in today's world. When I say agile, it means you have to be ready for the change. You have to be ready for what comes in front of you, and you are very prepared to adapt to it. I think nobody's job is going anywhere, and engineering jobs are not going anywhere, I would say that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insights. And my next question is to Ma'am Aruna Sandhanam. Ma'am, in your experience, what truly differentiates a global competitive engineering graduate during the hiring process?
So, nothing new that any of them have not told. Like being with a very open mind and embracing learning and coming with an attitude where you still can contribute even if you are not sure about a lot of technology. Technical skills is very important. Like Sapna said, yeah, technical skill is the base, but you can always come with a different perspective. So in campus hiring, I have done this. People with the real urge to kind of come and work, though they may not have ticked all the boxes, but still that inquisitiveness, the inquisitiveness to learn more and then to contribute and to be able to sustain even a lot of pressure and challenge is what we look for a really talented candidate. And technical skills come into play, but I think these are things that stand out in my opinion, and that's how we have always recommended.
Thank you, ma'am. And my next question is to Ma'am Neha Sinha. How significant are internships, real-time projects, and open source contribution compared to academic performance when it comes to global employability?
Okay, this is a very nice question. I can so recently, this is my first time I'm thinking any college was reaching out to people. Last month only I went to the campus recruitment and all. So what the significant changes I have seen
There are multiple people who have come up with a 9 CGPA, 8.7 CGPA, and their internship projects, what they have done, they don't know the base, what they have done. They just completed their internship, they have just completed their project. I don't know how. When we went and asked what exactly you have done to the baseline. So major thing, whatever you are doing, just understand from the scratch to deliverable in between of those method or algos, you should understand what exactly you are doing it. That's the basic thing. No matter where you are, even though someone who is 6.5 CGPA, who understand their project, their internship, their practical understanding, we are very happy to hire them. That's the only thing. There is nothing significant changes, but obviously the CGPA percentage, education and all those things matters, but don't be afraid that your CGPA is low, that you are not going to get hired from a good company. It's not like that. Your skill, your understanding, and your basic of knowledge matters a lot. Did I answer?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And now the next question is open to the panel. Nowadays, trends like AI, remote work, digital transformations are refining industries. From your perspective, how are these shaping engineering roles globally?
Yes, ma'am. So, for example, I can tell you like this. You guys are ordering a food, right? Ordering a food in mobile app. You are an end user, you are sitting at home and you are ordering a food. And it will, as an end user, you will see two things. One is rating, another one is delivery time. Am I right? So among this, something else is happening in the behind. One, the person who works on this data, he might be in global market. He will be not sitting inside the city or inside this country, it's not required. Am I right? He will be sitting in outside of the country, somewhere in US or maybe another country. But the person who used this application here is using from the local place. But the person who operates this might be kilometers away, right? This is the global market transformation. But altogether, you can able to see this application is working for all the end users, but all this designing and the data and the cloud, everything is all together in different places, right? Another example I can tell you is a vehicle which we are using, a car which we are using right now was not designed in the same place, right? Sometimes the equipments might be getting manufactured here and the product software might be getting designed in German, but it get implemented in India and we sell the same product in India. So this is how the global market and the global technology have improved. Your target is not only to get placed in Coimbatore or India. Keep your target in a global market. Keep your achievements and keep your eyesight in and around global market on the trends, on technology trends. That may help you to get into a global market, technology, everything all together. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. There was a lot of takeaway from this session. But before we go to the end of the session, can we have a quick rapid fire round? Okay, my first question is to Ms. Sujita Sadasan. Degrees or skills? Or skills?
Skills, I would say, but degree is also needed. The reason because any company will have the kind of criteria stating like at least 15 years of education or the what to say, as you have a lot of certification for the colleges, even for the companies to project it to the clients, we will have a lot of standards, ISO standards, all those. So these are like insisting us to hire people with certain degrees, but obviously to get into the organization, though degree is mandatory, we will expect skills. If you have enough skills which is needed for the company, we will hire you. If you have the skills which is without the degree, then we'll take you as a consultant. That's how it works.
So yes, well, thank you for that. Next, to Dr. Sangeeta R. A is a threat or an opportunity? A is a threat or an opportunity? AI, artificial intelligence, opportunity or a threat? Okay, threat. Threat for like work for employees.
So I see opportunity. You have to utilize the opportunity. AI, we can use that and then make it.
It's an opportunity. So moving on to the next person, to Ms. Gayatri R. Krishnan. Remote work or office culture?
Office culture. You will develop your skills. You can able to get opportunity to learn more other skills, not only on technology but even psychological thoughts. When you get any escalations or when you get any good opportunity, how you have to evolve yourself, that you can learn only from people's skills.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And the next question is to Ma'am Sapna Soni. Ma'am, team player or an independent worker? Team player or an independent worker?
Team player or an independent worker? I would say team player.
Thank you, ma'am. And my next question is to Ma'am Aruna Sandram. Talent or consistency?
Any day consistency. Consistency will only take you places. Be it exercise, be it your food habits, be it learning, consistency.
Thank you, ma'am. My last question is to Ma'am Neha Sinha. Passion or discipline? Passion or discipline?
Both are parallel. I mean, I won't say that passion and you will getting pushback from the discipline, your discipline will make yourself.
But if you have to choose any one of them,
I would choose both because I do both. So I will prefer both. Nothing can be replaceable. Discipline and passion, you can't flinch any.
Thank you for that. And that was a quick and sharp and incredible insight. Thank you, ma'am, for participating in Rapid Fire Round. Thank you for being such an amazing sport and playing along. On a serious note, beyond the fun rapid choices, today's discussion gave all the students here more clarity and direction and growth. As we come to the end of the session, I would like to sincerely thank each and every panel member here for your amazing insights and your experiences. You have not just answered our questions, but you just gave your perspectives. You just didn't speak about your careers, you just told about your directions. Thank you for all of that. And on behalf of the students, thank you for being inspiring and guiding today for us. And it hopes it helps us become a better professional tomorrow. And let's give a wonderful round of applause for our parents here today. And thank you for all the amazing audiences. Thank you.
Wish all the best for all the students sitting over here. And we took time for coming on the stage like this. I think at the earliest you all will come to the stage utilizing all these opportunities. Thank you all.
Thank you to our wonderful panelists for sharing your insights and inspiring us today. We truly appreciate your time and guidance. I also thank Roshni Pudi for making the session interesting and engaging. request all the students to please stand up.